Okay, the next person said, I'm sure Nina needs rest too. I do not need rest. You don't understand. I am ready. I have 7 hours until midnight. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Oh my God. Have you stayed up this whole time?
I've been I've been drifting in and out of sleep.
Oh, how you
Yeah.
feeling with it all? I'm sorry for all the extra emotions this week that I have brought on upon everybody.
I mean, it's a shame to see you go. I'm not exactly happy about it, but if it's gotta happen. We gotta deal with it in our own ways. We'll be fine. You raised us well. You've been a very good mother. We can.
I know that like you're pretty good at coming out of your shell. Like sometimes I see you in the Discord hanging out, and hey, maybe if there's been collabs you've been wanting to do them now. Time is fleeting.
Yeah, this is a bit of a wake-up call actually, because there's so many things that I want to do. I just always put them off, and I think I can always do that later. But if it's people are not always gonna be here for me to be able to do things with them. So
It's true.
thinking I could even talking's not necessarily my strong point, so I wanted to work on that a little bit and maybe try to do more like Zatsu collabs.
Tell me everything about the Zatsu
inspiration.
collab. I need to hear.
No,
I need to know.
nah, that I can't say too much.
Mornings with Sonny Briscoe.
No.
I could send you my background
no.
if you want. I think something we're very blessed with our fans in Niджисанджи is we have fans that are very accepting to let us experiment and let us try. You don't need to have the perfect thing and the perfect concept. They are really okay with letting you experiment and improve and get better.
I feel that, especially because when it's a stream, it's a sort of off the cuff sort of thing. If it was like a high production, like pre-recorded thing, people would be thinking like, they might expect something a bit more. But when you're streaming, you're on for like hours, and you can't be expected to like have like fucking scripts for everything and so on. They're very kind and patient. And they give you a minute to figure it out. So that's one thing I sort of appreciate about this format, this like medium, and this community. Yeah.
Are you for real gonna do like a Zatsu collab? Because I'm so proud of you if you are. I'm like, I'm sorry. That's why I'm like, I actually feel like a mom, and I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, it's something that I've been wanting to do. Yeah.
Okay, interrogation Zatsu, where you are like, hey, I've heard you have committed crimes. Confess. And they're like, I haven't done anything. You're like, confess. And you just keep them on stream until they confess to crimes, real or imagined.
That's a great idea.
Who do you think is your like best imitation?
My best is the Japanese voice actor Wakamoto Norio.
I meant in Ниджисанджи.
In Ниджисанджи, but I mean, I don't think I'm particularly that good at anyone in particular, but I feel like I have done a lot of Ike, Uki, Luca.
Oh, can you do Uki?
Hello.
That actually sounds exactly like Uki.
Where are your voice impressions, Nina?
I'm bad. Well, your voice impressions, Nina.
Wait,
That was
is
supposed
that
to be you.
Vox Malord Akama? Is he there with you?
That was supposed to be you.
What?
I just want to say before I let you go, like I am so grateful, because I feel like when I was going to the inaugural Niji AU 0.0, you had like pretty recently debuted, and I was like, hey, crazy thing, but next week I'm gonna be in your part of the world. I just thank you for coming. It was awesome.
No, thank you so much for inviting me. That was like a really important
Core memory
for me. Yeah, it was very it was kind of a big deal for me at the time.
I just feel like you really came out of your shell a lot, and just meeting you then and then meeting you again like a year later almost, I guess. You really came out of your shell a lot more, and just it's been really cool to see. And I hope that, if I do get to like, you never know. If you're at a random karaoke in Japan, I might just walk in. I don't know how much you've talked about like some of your life habits, but you've also like really improved on all of those as well. I remember when you couldn't like make ramen, or not ramen, you couldn't make like curry packet, I think, or something like that.
Nah, yeah, I didn't know how to make it properly until like, I don't know, like earlier.
It's really been awesome to see. And even if, we
Yeah,
haven't like,
I can cook.
I know. Okay, that's like, you're actually like cooking stuff now, and it's so cool. I just feel it's been really, really cool to see you doing all this stuff. And I'm excited. I'm excited to see, like, in a year, what you're going to be doing then. If you're going to be, maybe you're going to be cleaning, not just cooking. Seriously, I really appreciate you stopping by. I know, like, feelings are rough to express.
Yeah.
And I know that you coming by, it's like, it's emotional. And I'm really, really grateful that you came by.
It's kind of like rough, even just streaming for me sometimes. Like I get nervous pretty easily, and like it's pretty emotional right now. But
Yeah. That being said,
I had to come out and see you. It's your graduation. I had to come out.
Thank you. It means a lot.
You say I come out of my shell, but I feel like I can attribute like some of that to you as well. You really helped me sort of reach out to the others in our company and just do more things, just be more active, and I'll always appreciate that. So thank you, Nina.
You're welcome. I didn't do anything. I'm just doing me. You're the one doing all the work. I know how early
I'll
it is
take
for
my
you.
leave.
Thank you for staying up. I really
that's all right.
appreciate you.
No, well, I appreciate you too, Nina. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I love you.
I love you too. Everybody telling me they love me. I'm not gonna lie. That made my heart flutter a little bit. I know Sonny meant it in like, I love you like a coworker, but when his voice dropped there for a second and he went like, I love you. Oh. Let me get some water because I am dehydrated. It's been 9.5 hours. I am dehydrated.
What? Stay hydrated, everyone.
Hello.
Hi! I'm very quickly gonna say this before you start talking, just because people were asking about Sally. Vanticrowbringer, he is new. He just recently got to 100K, so please consider stopping by his channel. I want to say
Definitely.
thank you
There's a lot
for
of truth.
joining that big Totsumachi Illyr and I had. The fact that it's your first week and you joined such a big call with so many senpais, how did it feel?
It was quite intimidating. I won't lie. I didn't really know when to step in because I wanted to respect everyone and I didn't want to step on any toes,
You'll get better and better at gauging it as time goes on.
Actually, I wanted to thank you for that as well, for not only having us on there, but really allowing us to feel included in the conversation. At every single topic change, every single moment, you kind of like took time out to like, hey, Crisis, how do you guys feel about XYZ? What do you think of this? It was like, wow, Ниджисанджi's mom really felt like it.
I'm glad you got to feel a little bit a part of it, even for just a week. I'm glad to know you felt my mark. I actually have some advice for you. Believe it or not. This is something that I told to UQ and I told this to Sally because after our French collab, we got to be in call for a bit with Rosemi and Reimu and we got to talk about a lot of stuff. And quite a few times UQ was like, oh, Nina, like I wish Vanta was here. Like Vanta would really use like hearing this. So number one, don't be afraid to, reach out for anything to me, but also do not be afraid to reach out to other Niji EN members for questions or help. Or even just okay, maybe don't reach out to Millie. Don't reach out to Millie. No, I'm kidding. Millie is actually really, really helpful and really sweet. She's amazing. Even though I don't know exactly how you're feeling at this moment, I have at some point felt similar things, because I've been at a similar place. And maybe I might not relate to you fully 100%, but somebody else might. There's a really high chance that other folks in Ниджисанджи have felt, maybe a little bit of debut anxiety or post-debut anxiety or like, oh my God, what do I play this week? Don't be afraid.
Yeah.
And if you're too intimidated to ask alone, you and the boys have such a great bond. Make it a thing where it's like the three of you maybe like ask senpais and you're like, hey, could we sit down with like you or you to talk to us? And it could be all three of you and a senpai or two senpais, I know I'm leaving and like you don't know me that well, but I want you to, I was gonna say to promise me, but I want you to really make an effort to not hold on to stuff by yourself. We are all here and we're more than happy to help. And oftentimes, like, it makes us feel good to know that our pain wasn't for nothing. That, like, by us sharing what we know, it can help you in your journey.
I appreciate it. And I know you said you wouldn't make me, but I promise.
Let's go.
You've definitely left your mark. Like hearing Scarlet Senpai say that like she's being super available to us, you know, being inspired by you. She's been super available, like definitely. She's definitely being that and being like you in that way, I believe. So you've definitely left your mark. And from what I've heard from the other livers and just from friends as well, you've truly touched a lot of people. It's crazy. Like just getting here, seeing so much about you and hearing so much about you, and it's just like, oh, okay, but that's fine. You know, I'm happy for you wherever you end up going.
Thank you.
I just really hope I can find my place in here and all of this, just like you have.
Yeah, I think you will. See, Rain was like, let's collab more. Even if you find your place, I feel like a lot of our places and roles are always kind of shifting. We all go through different stuff. Like we're a really big group of people. So take your time with figuring out your place and what you want to do. Be careful from Etheria though. I will not be here to protect you from Etheria. Be careful.
Protect me.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited with like, I feel with Crisis, I'm going to be following you guys just very much as a fan. Because even though I interacted with you guys and stuff like that, like I feel I've only been here for 1 week before I leave. So I'm going to be watching you guys as a fan and being like, oh, what are they up to?
Thank you. Wow, that's yeah, that is kind of crazy feeling. Wow. Huh.
I know.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm your guys' fan. You okay?
I'm just like I don't know, that something about that one just was like, wow.
I know.
Like I haven't been here that long.
Sometimes people say something and it hits you in the heart. You're like, oh. I had that earlier today with Ren too, where like I was doing so good not crying. I was doing my best. I was holding on, and Ren said something, and I was like, oh, Ren.
Hey, you got me. I came in here like, okay, I haven't been here that long. I don't deserve to. There's no need to get emotional. There's no need to.
Of course, everyone's
I don't
allowed
want
to
to
get
seem
emotional.
like exert myself into anything that I didn't belong in or something like that. I don't know.
No, you are a part of Ниджисанджи. Okay, this is like, you are as much a part of Ниджисанджи EN as every other person in Ниджисанджi EN. Yeah, if anyone's doing a collab or if anyone's inviting anybody, that includes you. Until they specifically are like, oh, no, sorry, this is for everybody minus Vanta Crowbringer, which they will never do. That's insane. They will never, ever do that. You are invited everywhere, all the time.
Okay.
Got it?
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Hell yeah.
I got it. I'm finding my place, but I am still here. It doesn't mean that I don't belong.
Exactly.
I'll never forget
And,
that.
you know, sometimes even we go through the imposter stuff, right? Where we're like, even we sometimes are like, oh my God, I don't belong. It happens to all of us. So just, most of us are also feeling that way. Once you know that, it's like, you know, hope that helps. Sorry, you got like my full mom experience. You got like the full mom experience. And I will be watching to see how you find your footing, okay? I will be cheering for you as well to find your footing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Thank you so much.
Bye. Oh, he's so sweet.
Hi.
Hi.
I don't think I'm emotionally prepared to be here. I'm not emotionally prepared to be here. I thought I was. Oh my God, all day I've just been watching the stream and doing work, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so ready. 10 minutes ago, I was like, once I go on, that's the last time we're ever gonna talk on stream together. And I was like, ah!
And you know the worst part is we just talked for like 7 hours, like 2 days ago.
We like text every single day, and I'm like, why am I crying?
We're planning a trip together.
I know. And yet,
The amount of people who were like, you were the first person to talk to me, and I was like, damn. What do you mean? God.
you're a girl boss, and we're all nervous and shy weebs. And then there's you, the girl boss. What are we gonna do without our girl boss? Everybody in DGS is gonna be like, hi. Silence. What has to change? I feel like it's gonna be me who has to change.
I was gonna say, Elira, I got bad news for you as like a Lazulite. So I got bad news for you, girly pop.
No.
Pussy queen girl boss.
Wait, are you telling me to pop my pussy? 'Cause
Yeah.
I will.
When people were asking me earlier, like who I think has like a lot of similarities of like my attitude. And I've said this before. I feel like there's a little bit of Nina inside a lot of people.
Yeah, you've literally put it inside of me when we kissed. I like sucked in a little bit of that energy.
We didn't though. We only kissed on the lips. It didn't. I put nothing inside of you. Your wife is listening. She's gonna be mad at me again. I can't even say her name because she's gonna be like, keep our fucking name out of your mouth.
I can like blow some of it into her mouth next time. I don't know what to say. Okay, guys, you don't understand. Like, Nina is actually a girl boss. Like, when we were at Otakutan, we'd be like, okay, let's go eat here. And Nina'd be like, okay, I might be like 10 to 15 minutes late though, because I'm out drinking right now. And I'm like, with who? And she's like, no one. Why do I need people to drink with if I want to drink? And in my mind, I was like, people go to places by themselves? It's like the way you walk and present yourself too. I remember watching you walk and be like, damn, this is a woman. I was like, what the hell? Look, my only friends are Millie and Enna. You understand, right? Oh
and on that day, Elira received a grim reminder. She might be gay.
Hey, I don't need a reminder for that, but
I remember like when we were at another off collab together, I'm just existing and I got up to like go get something. You're like, oh my god, your breasts are like Genshin breasts. I was like, baby, that's just called not wearing a bra.
Look, you present yourself so girl boss. Even your boobs know what's up. They have a mind of their own.
You've met me at like my least girl boss. That's the thing.
Huh?
A big thing is I've just felt really like my light has really dimmed. And it's not just happened the last 2 years. I felt like my light has been a lot dimmer for the past like 5 or 4 years. So one of the reasons that, you know, I am wanting to focus on myself is because I want to glow again. I'm gonna get more girly boss.
Oh my god. I'm gonna explode. Okay, I don't know if I've ever told you about this
God, I'm
ever.
ready.
I've told my chat about this, but like before Yen, I had like a really bad block in my brain where I felt like everything that I ever sang ever was just so bad. Like I couldn't even sing for fun because I don't know. I think I just had like the depleting self-confidence literally to zero, where I loved singing, but I was like, you know what? I'm not really good at it anymore, so whatever. And then when I joined Yen, and then they were like, you're gonna have an original song. I was like, oh my god. I was so scared because I was literally at 0 at that point. But then after we sang Diamond City Lights, it kind of brought back. I feel like you don't really know how much you've like helped my self-confidence in that regard, just because like whenever you want advice for singing, the fact that you like come to me of all people like made me so shocked, because I was like, why? Like, you know, in my mind, I've been in this crazy block for the last forever, where I'm like, I'm not that great. Like, I just do it for fun, and that's all that matters. But the fact that I'm gonna cry now.
I'm about to start crying because I hear you.
You always say things like, I don't know. I feel like it's just a big part of my life that I let out for, like, I just left on the side for a really long time. And then meeting you, and like, we talked a lot about vocals, and like, you always came to me and for things, and you asked me for my advice because you trusted my advice of all people. Like, really boosted my morale, you know, my mind. And watching you improve your singing over the last 2 years has been so fucking awesome. I'm so proud of you.
When I'm learning Vocaloid songs, I usually Google your karaoke because you sing it so pretty.
You were like the first person who ever like, came to me and was like, I love how you sang this. Like, can you tell me how you did it? Or even like, can you sing this song at your karaoke because I like how you sing it? I'm like, someone likes it.
I have
like,
a fan.
Like, I feel like it's never happened before. And I was so...
baby.
I love you, Nina!
I love you too.
I love you so much, Nina. I can't wait to see you and strangle you.
I know. Oh my god, I can't wait. Obviously, I'm gonna really miss like working together. Like, I know how busy work gets for us. So since we're not working together, I will bug you a little bit less because I know that, like, you know, we're dealing with a lot. I'm still gonna bug you.
Oh, please do. You're gonna go and do what you think is right for yourself, because it sucks that you're leaving, but like, you know, at the end of the day, the best thing that you would want for like someone you really care about is for them to put themselves first, you know, and that's what you're doing. It's just so much easier to be like, no, just stay, like we can keep having fun together. But like, what is best for you and your mental health and your physical health and everything is most important to not just me but everybody here. And you know, we all have really loved and appreciated you for the last 2 years, and I'm just really happy that you were here and that we were able to meet and we were able to become friends. And now I have a girl boss friend, and I'm so happy.
And I will be your girl boss friend forever. I will buff you with my girl boss aura.
We're always gonna be friends forever and ever and ever, even when we're old. And,
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
We're already old.
Oh yeah,
Like-
we are gonna be at the retirement home. I cannot wait. We're gonna stream games and we're gonna have like a person come in and do our cleaning and like cook food for us and like, you know, change our diapers. Can't wait.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye, baby. I love you too. I am gonna restart the waiting room. So I'm gonna be taking like a 2-minute. I'm sorry for the person that's like next. Let me see who's next. Oh, it's perfect. The person who's next, they can wait. I'm gonna take 2 minutes just to.
I can't wait. I can't wait. Why would be in your Why are you hugging the cat? The cat looks so frightened. It looks like it wants to escape. Do you want me to leave? Do you want?
I would have liked it if you just didn't come.
I know you said that, but I had to cause you one last little spot of misery, you know?
Thank you.
This town ain't big enough for the two of us. You want me
Maybe
to
it's
step
big
out, man?
Maybe it's big enough for the 3 of us.
It'll soon just be the 2 of us.
Why do you gotta say that?
I'm sorry. I will
Million
boil your
money.
teeth.
Oh, what? What's on Google?
Yeah, it's 18 insults that are as creative as they are devastating. This one just says, I will stab you. It's less witty, but it's more direct.
It's very creative.
I think I might go to jail if I say that one, though.
I feel like you've said worse.
Maybe. Oh no, she's keeping the vibes.
I have coffee.
No, I thought if the vibes
No
went
alcohol.
down, then there'd be no evidence.
How long have you guys been here?
Scatter.
Oh.
Hello?
Oh, I thought you were gonna be like, I'm not gonna talk till you put me in your arms.
Oh. I mean, I'm not gonna talk until you put me in your arms.
Come die in my arms tonight.
Hi! Oh
Wait,
my
let me.
God,
Why are you
give
behind
me
the cat?
pillow. Oh. Ah! Does it feel like the last though?
Because like I'm laughing so much with everybody and like having such a good time. I don't know. I think it's gonna really sink in when I talk to Etheria, and they've asked to like go last. And like, for example, I don't always message you to be like, I'm working on this thing for our anniversary with Etheria, but I do it with them. I think that's gonna sink in the most. But yeah, right now, like that's the problem with being an extrovert. Right now, I'm like, oh my god, this is the best party ever. What are we partying about?
Everybody's here!
yeah, that's the worst part. Like this whole week, I'm just like, oh my god, this is the best time ever. Then I'm like, why is everybody partying? Oh, I have cried to you about it like for a really long time. So like we're good.
I'm really happy for you. I'm proud of you for, taking, for being brave enough to take a step in the direction that, will
Of my health.
better you. I know you still love Ниджисанджи.
Too much. It's annoying. Despite everything I just said, I still hate Pomo. Like that's
Oh, yes. Even when we're hanging out. Just when she's crying to me.
She's like, God, I hate this bitch and her dumb cry.
She's such an ugly crier. Oh my god.
Okay, but like, can we agree? I really am an ugly crier. You can say it. I am an ugly crier. I'm like, like
Sorry, I always bring up Metal Gear.
no, that's actually the thing about you that I hate the least.
What the
Got
it meant a lot that you were like the person that, because, I'm annoying and I was just like,
You are.
Metal Gear to everybody. Yeah, I know I'm annoying, but it's not just about Metal Gear. We're just like, wow, she, really likes this thing, and I want to like it too, and I want to see what it's all about. And you took it.
I trusted your judgment.
Yeah, and really meant a lot. And and it's not an easy series to start.
It was great.
So
It was so much fun.
it's not about the Metal Gear. It's about the principle. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
It's about us fighting.
It is. I was just gonna say, like, I heard, like, Scarlett earlier. She was just like, you taught me so much. I came so much out of my shell. And Kyo too. They were just like, we came so much out of our shells because you encouraged us and this and that. And I was just, I mean, maybe it's because I was here before you. Like, I'm just sitting here like, I didn't learn shit. Where the hell is my growth?
The problem is you. Clearly.
I know. It's me. Hi.
I'm the problem, it's me. Okay, let me actually be sweet. I messaged a bunch of people before my debut because I was having a lot of trouble getting like assets and stuff done. And you basically made me my asset that I will use forever, my ending screen, which is like the best asset ever. I feel like from the start, you were always like really professional and really fun. The other day when I was on Millie's stream, she was like, is there anybody that you wish you'd gotten closer to? I'm the extrovert. I get close with people if I want to.
You're scary.
She was like, well, what about Pomu? Like, do you wish you would have gotten closer with Pomu? And I'm like, but I feel like we always had like good vibes. Maybe I didn't cry in front of you for 2 hours before watching anime every other week. But I feel like we are always like really, really close. And that's something that I always really appreciated about you.
I'll miss being able to bully you and you bullying back. Thanks for always being such a good sport about it.
Of course. I like it.
Okay.
Get out of here.
I shouldn't.
I want to talk
okay.
to other people.
Bye. See you next week. Same time next week.
Yeah.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.
Everything good? Hello.
Hello. Everything's great now that you're
Heyo.
here. Thank you for all your help today.
I was like trying to like remember like past stream moments with you, and like the moments I come up with is like when you punched me to death in Crab Game, and when you destroyed me in Mahjong.
I'm starting to like it's starting to sink in that like, damn, this is it. I like how we're slowly losing people, right? Like it's getting late. It's going on for a long time. I was telling like, I really appreciate that like you're always like Genki, like not Genki. You're not Genki energy, but you're like always like a positive, like fun energy in collabs and just to hang out with. Like you're always bringing kind of like a fun vibe. And even though like all the collabs I've had with you, other than like, I guess Mahjong, were always like bigger collabs, it's always been awesome.
Like a part of me is just like I was kind of like sad that you're gonna like not stream anymore, but a part of me is also like, well, you're probably gonna still be around. Like probably gonna still be around, and
especially now with
and you
League.
know like and like my chat and everybody's chat's probably still gonna hear stories about Nina,
Yeah. And seriously, like you said, I won't be streaming, but you'll be like, oh, she's still around. She's still here. Damn it. She's still freaking here.
You're still gonna punch me in Crab Game again. I hope you'll enjoy freedom.
Me too.
What you want to do.
Me too. Can I ask you to do one more support action before
sure.
you go? Can you keep an eye on everybody while I use the restroom?
Oh, yeah. How y'all doing? What do you call it? I think as a viewer, it's like way tougher when someone graduates. Or a VTuber. Or at least that's kind of how I felt. Isn't it worse? Well, no, we're probably gonna still keep in touch and randomly hang out. I mean, Nina's literally saying we're gonna play League this weekend, so it's like you'll probably hear stories. More likely than not.
I feel like I've already talked a lot about like how great it is to hang out with you. You're my friend's favorite streamer, one of my really close friends. I think I told
really?
you that before. Yeah. And every time I'm just like, I get it. I'm like, people who have Shuya Mino as an Oshi, I'm like, I get you. But you're great. And, I can't wait to hang out with you again.
Like, what do you call it? We're not coworkers, but we're still friends. So.
Yeah. And I think like we're recent friends. And like, I feel like our friendship is growing. And as I keep hanging out with you more, it's we're on the fast track to like friendship. I'm excited. Yeah. You're like, oh yeah, we're on the fast track of friendship. Are you sure about that, Nina?
I guess I shall head out then.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's more people, a lot of people.
Thank you so much,
sorry.
Shoo. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
All right.
miss
See you
you.
around.
Bye.
Later.
Later. Oh my god, I hope I don't cry for the next person. Oh my god. Hello, baby.
Nina. Okay, first of all, I have some stuff to give you, okay?
Ah, the little tooth. I love you. Where
I
is
drew
it?
it with all my heart.
I can see it's so cute. What the heck?
And then I have something else to give you.
Oh my god.
So this one, I thought long and hard about it. And I'm like, well, since you're gonna have a lot of free time, you know, I want to give you something that you'll enjoy.
Oh, you sent me a lot of stuff. What? You actually sent me two. Okay, she sent me Noita and One Step from Eden. Both games I've been really, really wanting to play.
Yeah,
Thank you
yeah.
so much. I'm so happy with both of them. I'm gonna let you know about
I
them.
hope you enjoy them.
Through this whole experience, I've talked about it, but like, Etheria was really here for me. You, Alira, Pomu have been really here for me. And you even offered to like be on call with me when the announcement was coming. And I really appreciate that. Thank you for just being a really good friend and also a really great coworker.
It was a bit hard because, like, when you told me at first, like, I really wanted to be selfish and I wanted to be like, no, you know, don't go. But I know that's not the right thing to do, so I couldn't say that. I knew I had to be like, if it's, you know, if it's your choice, then I stand behind it and I'll do all I can to be there for you. It's hard for me to, like, imagine Niji without you because I feel like you've been such, like, a central part of it, you know? Especially for me, and I know for a lot of other people in EN too. I just feel like you're such an important part, so, like, it's gonna be hard to imagine Niji without you going forward, but...
Thank you. That actually is making me tear up. But
No, oh my God. I mean, it's not the end though. I know we'll be going on more adventures together, but at the same time, like, I really appreciated your presence here, and I feel like you did so much for Ian and me. Obsidia were the ones who were hosting your debut, so I feel like I've seen you from like the moment you were born, you know? Like the moment like you're my mom, but I saw when you were born. And so it's such a weird feeling, but I know it's not the end, but I'm still sad. I feel like one thing that you really helped me with was like, I don't know, I'm a bit more like hesitant to get close to people, and I'm a bit harder to get close to people. I don't know, just I don't know, it's just hard for me to get close to people, but you know, like, you were there for me, and I feel like it was so easy with you, so...
I'm just thinking back about, like, some of our times together.
I feel like every moment I think about you, there's something funny. I'm like, that's so
Last
silly.
year, when we went to a talkathon, you and I, like, we went to, like, buy water at, like, a little grocery store. And there was, like, a security guard. And I came in first, and then you were after me, and he just, like, stopped you to talk to you. And I instantly, like, turned around. I instantly, like, jumped in. I was like, what's going on here? But he was just asking you a question, I think, about, like, your outfit or something. He couldn't resist your cuteness. And I was just like, what's going on here?
My favorite, I think, was when I wasn't feeling good after my Victorian moment. And then we were getting in the Uber. And I was like, hey, can I sit in the front? And the guy was like, no. And I'm like, okay. And then I'm like, Nina, he said I can't sit in the front. And you're like, what? And you're like, hey, she's not feeling well. Can she sit in the front?
Okay.
And he's like, oh, yeah.
Okay, just to make sure I did. Okay, you're making me sound kind of like a Karen. I came back and I was like, hey, I'm so sorry. Like, my friend is feeling kind of sick. And, like, is it okay if she sits in the front? Like, it's just otherwise, like, she might puke. I said it like that. I wasn't like, hey, let her sit in the front.
Okay, yeah, you weren't like that.
A lot of times when they say no, it's like, it's not really a no. It's just he doesn't want to move his bag. Actually, this is going to be a life lesson for everybody here. Oftentimes in life, it's not a no. It's just that life doesn't want to move their bag to the back seat, okay? Still, like, in Japan when... It's not that you had me. It's just you were too shy to ask about, like, why the coffee shop was closed. Because we came to a coffee shop, right? But then, like, it was like a funeral, I guess. Or something. And you were too embarrassed to ask. And I was like, okay. And I basically made you, like, slowly spell out, like, what to ask. One time at Otakuthon, like, we were all walking back. Like, after, I think, eating food, we were all walking back to the hotel. And you and I were, like, quite a bit ahead of the other girls. But I guess we passed next to, like, some guy or something. And he, like, kind of started catcalling us. But because you were closer to him, I just, like, moved you further away from him. Basically, he was like, hey, girls, where you going? You looking cute, you know, like that. And I just basically, like, because the way we were walking is, like, you were between him and me. And instead, I like moved you to the. I like grabbed you, moved you, and I put myself between like.
Hey, you want to talk to her? You have to go through me first.
Do you remember what he said? Because I remember.
Wait, no, I don't.
And that's yeah, it was a little gross. So I instantly like moved you. I was like, For me, usually I will do eye contact because like I want them to know.
I
I know, but I want them to know that I heard it and I don't care. Because if you look away and you're shy about it, they'll keep catcalling you. But I looked at him and then like he kind of laughed and stopped. I actually like I performed the eye contact. I'll let them know. Oh, I heard you. I just don't care.
I told my chat that we have like matching phone cases because you send me stuff sometimes, right? So we have like we have matching phone cases.
I said this to Etheria, and then I think Anna was like, well, or Raymu was like, well, I have matching charms with Rosemi. So I was like, oh my god, does everybody in Etheria just have like one thing? And Anna was like, why don't I have anything matching with Rosemi? What the heck is this? Matching bra size.
Be quiet!
I will be honest though, Millie, if I were to tell you, Millie will probably like love to have matching underwear.
Oh, is that a thing people do? do people have matching underwear?
See, Anna, by the way, Anna was listening, buying matching bras for me and Rosemi because God made us match in booba size. I'm telling you, Millie, Anna.
My boobs are as they're actually like you know, they're like Scarlet, you know, they're like Nina, you know. It's just you can't see them because yeah, they're there though.
They're
Nina's
in
Twin
your
Peaks.
heart. They're in your soul, in your heart. You are so funny. Your line delivery, your personality, who you are, like you have made me like belly laugh so much. I'm telling you, like you are so funny on streams, but you are so much even funnier in person. Where like you do stuff and I'm like, stop, like you cannot talk to me right now. I'm laughing.
Thanks. No, but if I can make you laugh, then I'm happy. I mean, I think you know how much like people are really thankful for everything that you've done for us, and I'm pretty sure you're aware because so many people have told it to you. And I know that you have like a lot of love to give, and that you love like kind of like pampering people and being there for them and like helping them through tough times. But I hope that like you can realize that, you know, like you deserve the same thing in return. And yeah, I just can really hope that you can realize how much everyone in Ian really cares for you, but also that I think, you know, you deserve just as much as you get, so.
Thanks. I was holding on for dear life. Thank you. And I hope you know, like, you always, as a friend, have reminded me that like, I deserve to feel love back, and I deserve to, and thank you for always being there for me as well.
I love you, Nina.
I
Thank you for everything. And I mean, we'll always be friends, but thank you for everything. And yeah. Bye, Mom.
Bye, baby. Is that a kiss? Did she go like? I feel like it kind of sounded like a little kiss. Did it not? I'm gonna pretend in my delusion that she did that, and then she'll never be able to say that she didn't or not do that.